welcome to my channel. I'm here today with a totally different video than what I normally show here on my YouTube channel. Today I'm here to talk about the Daniel fast. My church does a fast every year at the beginning of the year. It's not required, it's just volunteer basis, and I tried it last year and I loved it. Oh man, I felt so good. I felt a spiritual growth. And I also lost weight along the way, and I felt a physical cleanse as well. So I thought that I would share some of my journey on the Daniel fast with you guys. And I also wanted to share it because I feel like there's not that much information for the Daniel fast out there online. So I feel like if somebody stumbles across this down the road someday, and this helps you guys on your Daniel fast journey, then that's my heart for this. That's the whole reason why I wanted to share this, because I know a lot of you guys that follow me here probably aren't going to do the Daniel fast, and that's okay. So this video might mean nothing for you. But if you guys are here checking it out because you want to do the Daniel fast, then thank you for taking time to stop by, and let's get started. Okay, so first I want to apologize for my messy kitchen. As you can tell, I've got grocery bags all over the floor, and I am going to show you guys my Daniel fast grocery haul in just a second. But before I do that, I wanted to tell you guys some of my plans for some of the stuff I'm going to eat. So for 21 days, I'm going to be eating vegan with no caffeine. For me, the biggest struggle that I know that's going to be hard for me to give up is eggs. I eat eggs every day, and I'm going to miss those. I did this, like I said, last year, and giving up eggs was harder than I realized it was going to be. And then caffeine. That's going to be a tough one. I love my coffee, and I love just caffeine in general. So I know that my body's going to miss it, but I know that I'm going to feel really good when I'm done. Okay, so I have kind of a rough meal plan. It's also my grocery list, haha. That I just wanted to share some of my ideas that I have for things I'm going to be eating on my Daniel fast. So I'm just going to go over it really quick. And if you guys have any questions, or if there's items that you guys want to see, then let me know down below. And I'll see if I can get some of those videos made in the next couple weeks. The other thing is I am going to be sharing all of this stuff on my Instagram. It's wwcoffeemama. And I'm going to use a special hashtag, Amy's Daniel Fast. So if you guys are checking this out later, you obviously can't request me to make the stuff because I'm like way past it. But you can always go to that hashtag, and I'm going to show everything I made. So if you guys want to see what some of these meals look like, then go check that out, okay? Alright, so here are some of the breakfast ideas that I have decided I'm going to make. I'm going to make some apple cinnamon oatmeal, and my plan for that is to add some unsweetened applesauce. Maybe I'll actually heat up some apples in the microwave, add some cinnamon, and some oatmeal. That's it. I'm planning on making some homemade granola, and I thought I might make some oatmeal and add some of my granola on top of that. Another idea, this is what I did often for breakfast last year, was I just made potatoes on the stovetop, and I just added a whole bunch of veggies and some olive oil and garlic and ate that every day. And I actually really liked that. And I usually always add avocado to like everything. I love avocado, and it fills me up longer, and it feels so good to eat. So if I were to make a hash like that, I will for sure add avocado to that. So, another idea that I saw that I thought I might try is sweet potato toast. I've never made it, but I've heard it's pretty easy. You just slice your sweet potato really thin, and you actually toast it in your toaster. And I thought I might top mine with peanut butter or berries or avocado. I don't know. I haven't figured that part out yet, but I will be showing everything I'm eating, like I said, on my Instagram. So here are some lunch ideas. A veggie wrap, and I'm going to use these special tortillas I found that I feel like are great for the Daniel fast, and I'll just do some hummus and veggies on it. A chickpea curry, I made this last year, and oh my gosh, it was so good. I loved it. So I've got the groceries for that. If you guys were to go on Pinterest and look up power bowls, I just saw that idea on Pinterest, and there are like 10 million ideas that are vegan power bowls that just look so gorgeous and so good. And so my plan is to have power bowls for lunch. I also saw this great idea for just a rice and bean bowl, and it was like a cilantro lime rice and beans and avocado, and that was it. I also saw another idea on Pinterest that was a quinoa and chickpea salad. So I pinned that recipe, and I'm planning on making that for lunch, and it sounds really good. Okay, so a few dinner ideas I had was a sweet potato chili, or making like a chili with no sweet potatoes, and then making sweet potato fries, and then putting that chili on top of my sweet potato fries. That sounds yummy and healthy and perfect. I saw this idea for zucchini lentil fritters, so I thought I'd try that. A veggie stir fry, so just take vegetables and some soy sauce and probably some, what's that called? Sesame oil, that's it. Take a little sesame oil, soy sauce, and with my veggies, and steam them up and serve it over some either rice or quinoa. A quinoa taco bowl. I saw that idea, and that looks so good. Anything Mexican food, and I'm just personally happy. So, egg roll in a bowl minus the meat, which I pretty much think is just veggies and coleslaw just steamed with sesame oil and over rice. And then I made this last year, this garlic mushroom quinoa dish that my husband loved, and it was his favorite dish I made from the Daniel fast last year, because he tried a lot of my foods. He didn't actually do it himself, but he ate my dinners with me, and I usually just made my kids something separate. And he liked that. That was his favorite. So I'm excited to make that for him again this year. Yeah, those are the majority of my meal ideas. I'm really excited to do this. I'm excited for a break and slowing down, because that's partially what I did last year. Was I just took more time to actually sit and read my Bible, which I never do. I'm bad at that. And then I lost a couple pounds last year, and that was nice after the holidays. And that's what I would like to see happen. It's a really good physical cleanse. I could never personally, I don't picture myself being vegan forever. 21 days is plenty, but I will say physically I felt phenomenal when I was done. It was really tough the first few days, but if you can power through the first few days and give yourself grace along the way, you're going to rock it, and you will probably feel a million times better. So, snack-wise, I don't plan on snacking a lot. I plan on listening to my body. I don't want to do any mindless eating at all. I want purpose behind my foods, and I want to take a lot of time to pray before I eat. But I did get a few snack foods, and I'm going to share that on my grocery haul. And speaking of my grocery haul, let me show you guys all those goodies, okay? Okay, so one of the first things I wanted to show you guys was this stir-fry kit I got. I am super excited about it. I am not going to be using the sauce in it. I might set it aside for my family, but I just love that everything's pre-chopped and ready to go, and I know that will make my life so much easier. And then speaking of pre-chopped, I also splurged and got these mangoes, which I already know my kids are going to eat half of, but that's okay. Let's see, what else do we have to show you guys? Yeah, basically, I just got tons and tons of fruits and vegetables. I got a melon, got purple potatoes, because I think they're so pretty, eggplant, let's see, what else? Lots of fruits. I also got some mushrooms, and that's going to be for that mushroom dish. Oh, and I splurged on pre-cut onions. Whoop, whoop! Okay, so something else I got that I feel like could be a debatable item on the Daniel fast is this gluten-free spaghetti. I looked at the ingredients in it, and I personally feel okay eating it. There's no actual, like, pasta in it. It's made with brown rice, amaranth, and quinoa. So, to me, I feel like it's a good choice, and I'm really excited to try it with my fast. See, something else I got was that cauliflower veggies, pre-shredded potatoes. Those are literally just potatoes in it. There's a few ingredients to preserve it, but I also think that that's okay on the Daniel fast, on the days that I just need a little extra help. And I'm really excited for the artichoke. Underneath that, I love artichokes. So another fun item I got that I'm just going to roll with it. I feel like it's good to eat on the Daniel fast is this minute rice. It's made with red quinoa and brown rice. I looked at the ingredients in it, and I don't know, I think it's a good item to eat. I did also get some regular quinoa to make, and I plan on making that ahead of time, just probably the whole batch at once, keeping it in my fridge. Some brown rice. Let's see, what else do we get? I had this last year in the Daniel fast, this coconut curry, and oh my gosh, you guys, I loved it so much. I'm really excited to incorporate that into my Daniel fast again. It's a great item. And then, of course, I got some hummus. I got 2 containers, and knowing me, I'll have to go back and get more. So another item I got just to make my life easier were these shredded carrots, and I'm really excited to just add that to my wraps and stuff. Got lots of sweet potatoes. Let's see, like I said, my mushrooms. What else do we got here? So, let's see. I also got these Ezekiel Wraps. Look, you guys, it's got a Bible verse on it. That means it's got to be good for the Daniel fast. Am I right or am I right? It also says sprouted grain, and a lot of things that I read on blogs and stuff said as long as you stick with sprouted grains, then it's all good on the fast. So I'm super excited to try these. No idea if they're going to taste good, but you know, we'll try them. So something else I got, I don't even know if I'm going to eat it, are these blue corn tortilla chips. I have no idea how you have a blue corn tortilla. But, I mean, I just don't know how it's blue, but it's natural, all organic, and I think that if I'm, like, desperate, I will munch on those for, like, a snack or add them to a meal, or I don't know. I also got some applesauce, unsweetened, and some raisins. There's no sugar added to this. It's literally just raisins, and I think that's going to be something good to have on hand in case I need something to snack or to add to my oatmeal or just something like that. I'm pretty excited for those. Also, my oatmeal right there. I'm also going to make my granola with that, and I'm very excited to make homemade granola. I've only done that like once in my life. Let's see what else. And lastly, some tea. That's kind of a debatable one, but I'm really excited to incorporate that into my fast. So I was talking to you guys about tea, and I feel like tea seems like a really debatable option on the Daniel fast, and here is my take on that. I think tea is okay as long as it's caffeine free, not decaf, but caffeine free, herbal tea. For me, caffeine is a huge thing, so to give that up is definitely a big stretch, and it's a good stretch for me. I'm not opposed to it at all, but I think that to have tea at night, or if I'm feeling hungry or I want something sweet, to me this is a great way to fight it. And I know that every time that I drink my tea, for me, part of the Daniel fast is also talking to God and having that relationship with Him. So when I'm making this tea, and I know I'm going to be wanting something else, I'll probably be whining to God and saying why. And then I'll be like, oh yeah, I signed up to do this over 21 days. And, you know, I'll walk away happy, if that makes sense, from my whining to Him while I'm drinking my tea, because I know that this is good for me. So anyways, that's my take on tea. And that's kind of my whole take on the Daniel fast. There are, I feel like, a lot of blogs out there that share, you can have this, you can have this, you can have this, but you can't have that, can't have this. And, but then there's other blogs that are like, oh, well, we don't know. I mean, the Bible's not really that specific on what exactly Daniel did and did not eat. So I think it's just kind of a general guideline to stick with vegan eating, just stuff that is just natural from the earth. And then I also think part of it is just having that conversation with God and being like, okay, God, or how do you feel about having me eat this? Because I'm giving up these other things. So just have that conversation with Him and remind yourself that this whole process is about growing closer to God. It's really not just about the food. It's really about your relationship with the Lord. So drawing closer to Him, just growing in the process. That's the whole point of this. He really, I think, in my opinion, can truly care less about the food. He cares about their relationship. So give yourself grace for these 21 days. And remember that He loves you no matter what. And He's just happy that you are taking time to fast and to be with Him. That's what He cares about. So anyways, that's kind of my take and my heart on the Daniel fast. I'm really excited to do it. Okay, you guys, I think that's everything I have for you. If you guys have questions about the Daniel fast, feel free to ask below. I'm definitely not a pro at this. I am just learning as I go, but I'd be happy to do my best to help you guys out. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for taking time to hang with me. If you guys haven't subscribed, don't forget to do so. Be blessed with the rest of your day, and I will see you guys in my next video.